Cram, the AP Human Geography exam. Free response question 36. Alfred Weber's theory of industrial location, raw materials. To purchase tutoring sessions, inbox me at memedicine@gmail.com. You could want to get an early head start on next year's APs, or you might be a late tester that's testing pretty soon. All right. And also inquire about purchasing exclusive study materials. Okay. According to Alfred Weber's theory of industrial location, 3 factors determine the location of a manufacturing plant. Can you think of what they are? I'll give you a really brief moment. The location of the raw materials, the location of the market, and transportation costs. Identify 2 industries that would locate near raw materials and explain under what conditions. So, can you come up with 2 industries on your own? There are several examples of different industries that would preferably locate near raw materials according to Alfred Weber's theory. So, the examples that are presented here are not the end all and be all for final answers, okay? And I don't know all the different industries, so please don't ask me any questions or send me messages asking me if it's right or wrong, because I probably don't know the correct answer. It could be right, it could be wrong, but I don't want to misspeak and misguide you, so you're better off asking your professor. All right. So, an example of an industry that would preferably locate near raw materials is the copper smelting business. And smelting, for those of you who don't know, it's the process of extracting a metal from its ore. The ore is like the raw condition you get it out of the ground as. And you do this by processing it through heating and melting, a series of heating and melting steps, okay? So copper smelting, can you think of why copper smelting production plants would be located near the source of the raw material? I'll give you a moment. Press pause if you need to. Weight and bulk are lost in processing and manufacturing. Therefore, the industry locates close to the source of the raw materials in order to minimize transportation costs. Not transportation costs of the final goods, but the transportation costs of the raw materials. Okay? All right, so can you think of a second industry that would locate near its source of raw materials? And while you're thinking of that, I just thought of one. A third one that would be water bottling. A lot of water bottling companies get their source of water from springs or local municipal aquifers. So that would most likely be located near the source of material, the bottling plant, because it costs a lot to transport that water. Like it's heavy once you pump it into a tank. Okay. All right, the answer here is lumber products, especially used for paper and furniture. Paper and furniture is ubiquitous all around the United States, all around the world, and we take it for granted where the source is coming from: lumber yards, okay, or forests that are planted specifically for the purpose of harvesting the wood for use as paper or furniture. And the reasoning, again, the rationale is the same. Weight and bulk are often lost in processing and manufacturing. But at the beginning, the industry locates close to the source of raw materials in order to minimize the transportation costs of the heavy, initial, bulky raw material. Okay,